Have you ever wondered what sets intelligent people apart when facing life's challenges? Today, we're unlocking the secrets with Circumflex 10 things intelligent people avoid according to Stoicism. Stoic philosophy, founded by Zeno of Citium, delivers ageless wisdom on living a balanced and purposeful life. By diving into what the wise consciously avoid, we'll reveal powerful insights that can help you achieve greater fulfillment and resilience. Get ready to transform your mindset and approach to life's hurdles with these essential Stoic principles. Let's dive in. 1. Seeking external validation. In the pursuit of success and self-worth, many people fall into the trap of seeking external validation. This pursuit is often fueled by the desire for approval from others, whether it be through praise, accolades, or social recognition. However, Stoicism teaches that this reliance on external validation is fundamentally misguided and ultimately unsatisfying. According to Stoic philosophy, the opinions and judgments of others are both unpredictable and transient, making them an unreliable foundation for our self-worth. When we base our sense of value on what others think of us, we become vulnerable to their fluctuations, ranging from praise to criticism, admiration to disdain. Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasize that true contentment and inner peace come from within, not from external sources. They argue that self-worth should be rooted in personal virtues and ethical conduct, rather than the approval of others. The Stoic perspective holds that what truly matters is how we respond to life's events and how we live according to our principles. This means that intelligent individuals focus on cultivating qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, rather than chasing after fleeting accolades or social status. By focusing on internal virtues, Stoics advocate for a self-directed path to fulfillment that is less influenced by external circumstances. This approach fosters a deeper and more stable sense of self-worth because it relies on our own actions and values, which are within our control, rather than on the external validation that is beyond our influence. Moreover, when we shift our focus from seeking approval to developing our character and striving for personal excellence, we build resilience against the ups and downs of external opinions. In practical terms, this means setting personal goals based on what you believe to be right and meaningful, rather than what will impress others. It involves reflecting on your actions and decisions with a focus on integrity and personal growth, rather than seeking praise or recognition. By doing so, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of achieving true contentment through self-mastery and internal fulfillment, rather than through the unpredictable and often superficial judgments of others. Embracing this Stoic principle helps intelligent individuals maintain a steady course towards personal excellence and inner peace, irrespective of the ever-changing tides of external approval. 2. Worrying about what's beyond their control. In the landscape of modern life, it's easy to find ourselves entangled in concerns about factors completely beyond our control, be it the outcomes of complex projects, the behavior of others, or global events. Stoicism, a philosophy that dates back to ancient Greece, offers a profound perspective on this common struggle, by emphasizing the importance of focusing only on what we can actually influence. According to Stoic teachings, excessive worry about uncontrollable outcomes is not only unproductive, but also a significant source of stress and anxiety. The Stoics, including renowned thinkers like Epictetus and Seneca, advocate for a clear distinction between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. They assert that our energy and attention should be dedicated to our own actions, decisions, and responses, the areas where we have direct influence. By shifting our focus away from trying to control or predict the unpredictable, we can reduce the mental strain and emotional turbulence that arises from such futile efforts. This Stoic principle is encapsulated in Epictetus's famous dichotomy of control: some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. According to this perspective, the events and circumstances themselves are often outside our control, but our reactions to them are entirely within our grasp. This means that instead of fixating on the outcomes that we cannot alter, we should direct our efforts towards managing our own behaviors, attitudes, and responses. By concentrating on our own actions and responses, Stoics argue that we can foster a sense of inner tranquility and resilience. When we focus on how we choose to act and how we manage our responses to external events, we take back control over our emotional state and well-being. This approach not only helps in reducing stress, but also enhances our ability to face challenges with a balanced and composed mindset. For example, consider a situation where a major project at work is at risk due to external factors beyond your influence, such as economic downturns or changes in market conditions. Rather than worrying incessantly about these uncontrollable variables, a Stoic approach would be to focus on what you can control: your preparation, your response to changes, and your effort to adapt and address the situation as effectively as possible. This mindset shift not only helps in maintaining emotional stability, but also enables more effective problem solving. In practical terms, adopting this Stoic principle involves regularly evaluating what aspects of a situation are within your control and which are not. It means letting go of the anxiety associated with uncontrollable factors and channeling your energy into proactive and constructive actions within your sphere of influence. By doing so, you cultivate a more peaceful and resilient mindset, aligning with the Stoic ideal of maintaining tranquility amidst the chaos of external events. Embracing this Stoic teaching helps intelligent individuals reduce unnecessary stress, focus on productive actions, and maintain a serene inner state, regardless of external circumstances. 3. Giving in to anger. Anger is a powerful emotion that can easily cloud our judgment and disturb our inner peace. According to Stoic philosophy, allowing anger to dictate our actions is a grave mistake, as it undermines our ability to think clearly and act rationally. Stoicism teaches that while anger is a natural human response, it is also an emotion that can be managed and controlled. By doing so, we preserve our emotional balance and ensure that our decisions are grounded in reason rather than impulse. The Stoics, including prominent figures like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, argue that anger often stems from a misalignment between our expectations and reality. It is an emotional reaction to perceived injustices or frustrations that we feel we cannot control. However, Stoicism emphasizes that reacting to these provocations with anger only exacerbates the situation and impairs our ability to respond effectively. Instead, the Stoics advocate for maintaining composure and approaching conflicts with a reasoned and measured perspective. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflects on the destructive nature of anger. When you are about to be offended at someone's fault, turn your attention within and consider whether it is not your own fault or something you might be guilty of yourself. This introspective approach encourages us to look inward and assess whether our anger is justified or whether it reveals our own shortcomings. By recognizing our own potential for error and accepting that we cannot control others' behavior, we can approach situations with greater empathy and patience. Intelligent individuals who embrace Stoic principles understand that managing anger involves several practical strategies. First, they practice mindfulness and self-awareness, recognizing the early signs of anger and taking steps to calm themselves before reacting. Techniques such as deep breathing, pausing before responding, and reframing the situation can help in maintaining composure. Second, they adopt a mindset of rational detachment. Rather than letting anger drive their responses, they focus on the facts of the situation and consider how best to address the issue constructively. This involves evaluating whether the source of anger is worth the emotional investment and whether a calm and reasoned approach would lead to a more favorable outcome. For instance, if a colleague criticizes your work harshly, the Stoic response would be to first manage your initial emotional reaction. Instead of responding with anger or defensiveness, take a moment to consider the critique objectively. Assess its validity and use the feedback as an opportunity for growth while addressing the situation with calm and reasoned communication. By adopting these Stoic practices, intelligent individuals can prevent anger from clouding their judgment and disrupting their inner peace. They recognize that maintaining composure not only leads to better decision-making, but also preserves their emotional well-being. Through reasoned responses and self-regulation, They navigate conflicts and challenges more effectively, aligned with the Stoic ideal of a tranquil and rational life. 4. Procrastination. Procrastination is a common challenge that many individuals face, often stemming from a mix of fear, indecision, or simply the allure of immediate comfort over long-term goals. However, Stoicism provides a compelling framework for overcoming this tendency by emphasizing the importance of acting promptly and making the most of the present moment. According to Stoic philosophy, procrastination is a form of avoidance that delays progress and hampers personal growth. Stoics like Epictetus and Seneca argue that procrastination is fundamentally at odds with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature. This principle asserts that we should act in harmony with our inherent nature as rational beings, which includes taking timely and deliberate actions to fulfill our responsibilities and pursue our goals. The Stoics believe that each day presents opportunities for progress, and that delaying action is a form of neglecting our duty to ourselves and our potential. For instance, Epictetus famously advised, "Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect." This advice underscores the Stoic commitment to addressing tasks and challenges as they arise, rather than waiting for an ideal or more convenient time. By embracing the present moment and acting without delay, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of proactive engagement and responsibility. Intelligent individuals who practice Stoicism understand that procrastination is not just a matter of time management, but a reflection of their commitment to their values and goals. They adopt practical strategies to combat procrastination, such as breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps, setting clear priorities, and establishing a routine that supports consistent action. By focusing on immediate, actionable steps, they avoid the trap of putting off important tasks and instead make steady progress toward their objectives. 5. Obsessing over the past or future. Stoicism also addresses the tendency to dwell excessively on the past or the future, which can detract from our effectiveness and well-being. Stoic philosophy teaches that our focus should remain on the present moment, where our actions have the most direct impact. Obsessing over past mistakes or anxiously anticipating future outcomes often leads to unnecessary stress and distracts us from the opportunities available in the here and now. According to Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, the past is immutable and the future is uncertain. Both are beyond our direct control, and dwelling on them can undermine our ability to act effectively in the present. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasizes the importance of living in the present. The past is dead, the future is uncertain, but the present is yours. This perspective encourages us to channel our energy into actions that we can control today, rather than being weighed down by regrets or fears. Intelligent individuals who embrace this Stoic principle focus on making the most of the present moment. They recognize that while it is natural to reflect on past experiences and plan for the future, the most productive and meaningful work occurs now. This involves practicing mindfulness and staying grounded in current tasks and responsibilities. Techniques such as setting daily goals, practicing gratitude, and engaging in reflective exercises help maintain focus on what can be achieved in the present. By avoiding the pitfalls of procrastination and the distractions of past and future concerns, intelligent people align themselves with Stoic ideals of effective action and present-focused living. They understand that real change and progress are made in the present moment, and they use their time wisely to achieve their goals and fulfill their responsibilities. Through these practices, they cultivate a more balanced and purposeful approach to life, in harmony with the Stoic philosophy of living each day to its fullest potential. 6. Materialism. In a world often dominated by the pursuit of material wealth and possessions, Stoic philosophy offers a profound counter-narrative by emphasizing that true happiness does not stem from external goods. Stoicism teaches that material possessions are inherently fleeting and unreliable sources of contentment. Instead, the Stoics advocate for finding fulfillment and happiness within oneself, focusing on internal virtues and self-sufficiency. According to Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus, Materialism is a pursuit that ultimately leads to dissatisfaction and perpetual yearning. Seneca, in his essay On the Shortness of Life, highlights the ephemeral nature of wealth. It is not that we spend 5 or 6 hours a day on these tasks, but that we regard them as important, which is the true source of our discomfort. This insight underscores the idea that the pursuit of material wealth often consumes our time and energy, without providing lasting satisfaction. Stoicism teaches that true contentment arises from cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These internal qualities are within our control and lead to a deeper, more enduring sense of fulfillment. By focusing on personal growth and living in accordance with these virtues, intelligent individuals find a stable and profound happiness that is not dependent on the accumulation of material goods. The Stoic approach to materialism involves several practical steps. First, individuals practice gratitude and contentment with what they already have, recognizing that their current possessions and circumstances are sufficient for leading a meaningful life. This mindset shift helps to counteract the constant desire for more and fosters appreciation for the present. Second, Stoics advocate for simplifying one's lifestyle and reducing the emphasis on material possessions. By prioritizing experiences and personal development over the acquisition of goods, intelligent individuals align with the Stoic ideal of living a life that values inner richness over external abundance. Third, Stoicism encourages reflection on the nature of true wealth. Instead of measuring success by material standards, Stoics evaluate their lives based on their adherence to moral and ethical principles. This shift in perspective helps to reframe success as a reflection of personal virtue rather than material accumulation. For example, consider the case of someone who has achieved significant financial success but still feels unfulfilled. According to Stoic philosophy, this individual might find greater satisfaction by shifting focus from their material wealth to their personal growth, relationships, and contributions to the community. By doing so, they can cultivate a sense of contentment that is less influenced by external fluctuations and more rooted in their own values and actions. In essence, Stoic philosophy teaches that materialism is a distraction from the pursuit of true happiness. Intelligent individuals who embrace these Stoic principles avoid the pitfalls of materialism by finding contentment and fulfillment within themselves. By focusing on internal virtues, practicing gratitude, and simplifying their lives, they cultivate a deeper and more enduring sense of happiness that is not contingent on the ever-changing world of material possessions. 7. Toxic influences and relationships. In the realm of personal growth and well-being, the quality of our relationships plays a crucial role. Stoic philosophy underscores the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive, nurturing influences while distancing ourselves from toxic influences and relationships. This approach is grounded in the understanding that our social environment profoundly impacts our mental and emotional health. Stoicism, as taught by figures such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, advocates for a thoughtful and discerning approach to our associations. The Stoics recognized that negative influences and toxic relationships can undermine our personal development and disrupt our inner peace. Epictetus, for instance, advised that we should be cautious about the company we keep, noting, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This advice reflects the Stoic belief that our social circle should support and elevate us rather than drag us down. Toxic relationships characterized by negativity, manipulation, or emotional harm can create significant distress and hinder our ability to lead a fulfilling life. Such relationships often lead to a cycle of conflict and emotional turbulence, which can detract from our focus on personal virtues and inner tranquility. Stoicism encourages us to evaluate our relationships critically and to prioritize those that contribute positively to our growth and well-being. Intelligent individuals who follow Stoic principles actively seek out relationships that align with their values and support their personal development. This involves surrounding themselves with individuals who share their commitment to virtue, wisdom, and mutual respect. Positive relationships offer encouragement, constructive feedback, and a supportive environment that fosters growth and resilience. In practical terms, managing toxic influences involves several key strategies. First, Stoics advocate for setting healthy boundaries. This means clearly defining what behaviors and interactions are acceptable and taking steps to distance oneself from relationships that consistently undermine your well-being. Establishing these boundaries helps protect your emotional health and reinforces your commitment to living a virtuous life. Second, Stoicism teaches the importance of reflection and self-awareness in assessing relationships. By regularly evaluating the impact of your social connections on your personal growth and happiness, you can make informed decisions about where to invest your time and energy. This reflective practice helps ensure that your relationships align with your Stoic ideals and contribute positively to your life. Third, Stoics emphasize the value of surrounding oneself with mentors and role models who embody the virtues you aspire to cultivate. Engaging with individuals who exhibit wisdom, integrity, and kindness provides a source of inspiration and guidance, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and purpose. For example, if you find yourself in a relationship where the other person frequently undermines your self-esteem or creates unnecessary drama, a Stoic approach would be to address the issue with calm and clarity. If the relationship proves to be irreparable and consistently harmful, Stoicism advises distancing yourself and seeking connections that nurture your growth and reflect your values. By adhering to these Stoic principles, intelligent individuals create a supportive and enriching social environment that enhances their well-being and personal development. They recognize that surrounding themselves with positive influences is not just a matter of preference, but a fundamental aspect of living a life aligned with virtue and inner peace. Through thoughtful relationship management, they cultivate a nurturing and harmonious life, consistent with the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with one's highest values. 8. Impulsivity. In a world filled with constant stimuli and rapid responses, impulsivity can often lead us astray from our long-term goals and values. Stoic philosophy offers a compelling perspective on the importance of thoughtful decision-making over hasty reactions. Stoics believe that the ability to pause and reflect before acting is crucial for making decisions that align with our principles and lead to desirable outcomes. Stoicism, as articulated by philosophers like Epictetus and Seneca, emphasizes the value of deliberation and self-control. Impulsivity, or acting on immediate desires without considering the consequences, often results in decisions that may seem appealing in the short term, but can have negative long-term effects. Seneca, in his writings, reflects on the importance of reason and restraint. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. This advice highlights the Stoic ideal of responding to situations with calm deliberation rather than reactive anger or rashness. Intelligent individuals who embrace Stoic principles understand that thoughtful decision-making involves pausing to assess the potential outcomes and impact of their choices. This deliberate approach ensures that decisions are made based on reason rather than fleeting emotions or external pressures. By taking the time to evaluate the long-term consequences of their actions, they can avoid regret and align their choices with their core values and objectives. In practical terms, managing impulsivity involves several strategies. First, Stoics advocate for the practice of mindfulness and self-awareness. By being aware of your immediate reactions and emotional responses, you can create a space for reflection before making decisions. Techniques such as deep breathing, journaling, or seeking advice from trusted mentors can help in gaining perspective and clarity. Second, Stoics recommend establishing clear criteria for decision-making. This involves setting personal guidelines or principles that align with your values and goals. By adhering to these criteria, you create a framework that helps guide your choices and prevents impulsive decisions that might deviate from your long-term objectives. Third, Stoic philosophy encourages the practice of considering the potential future impact of your decisions. Before taking action, evaluate how your choice will affect your long-term goals and relationships. This forward-thinking approach helps ensure that your decisions are not only beneficial in the short term, but also supportive of your overall life direction. For example, if you are faced with a decision to make a large financial purchase, a Stoic approach would involve assessing whether this purchase aligns with your long-term financial goals and values. Instead of acting on impulse or immediate gratification, take time to consider the implications of the purchase and whether it contributes positively to your broader objectives. By adopting these Stoic practices, intelligent individuals can mitigate the risks associated with impulsivity and make decisions that are more thoughtful and aligned with their values. This deliberate approach to decision-making not only leads to better outcomes, but also fosters a sense of control and purpose in navigating life's challenges. Through careful consideration and self-regulation, they embody the Stoic ideal of wisdom and resilience, ensuring that their actions contribute to a more fulfilling and balanced life. 9. Excessive ambition. Ambition is often celebrated as a driving force behind personal and professional success. It can inspire individuals to set high goals, strive for excellence, and achieve remarkable feats. However, Stoic philosophy offers a nuanced perspective on ambition, cautioning against allowing it to become overwhelming or detrimental to one's well-being. According to Stoic teachings, while ambition can be a powerful motivator, it should be tempered with a focus on meaningful, value-driven goals to avoid the pitfalls of dissatisfaction and burnout. Stoicism, as articulated by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, recognizes that unchecked ambition can lead to a relentless pursuit of superficial achievements, often at the expense of inner peace and personal fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflects on the nature of ambition. The only way to avoid being driven mad is to take the necessary steps to achieve true virtue and live according to nature. This insight underscores the Stoic view that ambition should be aligned with virtuous living and genuine purpose, rather than being driven by external validation or transient success. Intelligent individuals who practice Stoicism understand that excessive ambition can lead to a constant state of dissatisfaction. The pursuit of ever greater achievements can create a cycle of never-ending goals and unmet expectations, which often results in burnout and a lack of true contentment. Stoicism advises focusing on goals that are meaningful and value-driven, rather than being solely motivated by external accolades or material success. In practical terms, managing excessive ambition involves several key strategies. First, Stoics advocate for defining success in terms of personal virtues and contributions to the greater good, rather than purely material or status-oriented outcomes. This involves setting goals that reflect your values and align with your deeper sense of purpose, such as making a positive impact on others or contributing to a cause you care about. Second, Stoicism teaches the importance of balancing ambition with contentment. This means recognizing and appreciating the progress you have made and the accomplishments you have achieved, rather than constantly striving for more. By cultivating gratitude for your current state and focusing on the journey, rather than just the end goals, you can maintain a sense of fulfillment and prevent burnout. Third, Stoic practice encourages periodic reflection and reassessment of your ambitions. Take time to evaluate whether your goals are in harmony with your values and whether they are contributing to your overall well-being. This reflective practice helps ensure that your ambitions remain aligned with your personal growth and happiness, rather than leading to excessive stress and dissatisfaction. For example, if you find yourself driven to achieve a high-level position at work at the expense of your health and relationships, a Stoic approach would involve reassessing whether this ambition is truly in line with your values and long-term happiness. Consider whether there are other, more balanced ways to pursue your goals that allow for personal well-being and fulfillment. By adopting these Stoic principles, intelligent individuals can manage their ambition in a way that fosters meaningful achievement and personal satisfaction. They focus on goals that align with their values and contribute to their overall sense of purpose, rather than being driven by superficial or external measures of success. Through this balanced approach, they achieve a more sustainable and fulfilling path to personal and professional growth, embodying the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with one's true self and values. 10. Despair. Despair is a powerful and often paralyzing emotion that can overwhelm us in the face of adversity. It involves a profound sense of hopelessness and helplessness that can cloud our judgment and hinder our ability to navigate life's challenges effectively. Stoicism offers a crucial perspective on managing despair, emphasizing that our responses and attitudes, rather than external circumstances, are within our control. According to Stoic philosophy, maintaining hope and resilience, even amidst hardship, is essential for overcoming obstacles and finding a path forward. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius provide valuable guidance on how to manage despair. Epictetus, for instance, teaches that while we cannot always control external events, we can control how we respond to them. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This Stoic principle underscores the importance of focusing on our internal responses and attitudes as a means to manage despair and maintain our emotional equilibrium. Intelligent individuals who embrace Stoicism understand that despair often stems from a sense of powerlessness and a belief that circumstances are insurmountable. Stoicism advocates for a shift in perspective, encouraging us to recognize that while we may not be able to change the external situation, we can choose how we approach it. This involves accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on our own actions, attitudes, and decisions. In practical terms, overcoming despair through Stoic principles involves several key strategies. First, Stoics advocate for cultivating resilience through rational reflection. This means assessing the situation with clarity and focusing on actionable steps that can improve the circumstances or mitigate their impact. By breaking down the problem into manageable parts and addressing them systematically, you can counteract feelings of helplessness and regain a sense of agency. Second, Stoicism encourages the practice of gratitude and mindfulness. Even in difficult times, finding aspects of life for which to be grateful can shift your focus away from despair and towards a more positive outlook. Mindfulness practices help in staying grounded in the present moment, reducing the tendency to become overwhelmed by negative emotions. Third, Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining hope and perspective. Recognize that adversity is a part of the human experience and that challenges often provide opportunities for growth and learning. By adopting a perspective that views difficulties as temporary and surmountable, you can foster a sense of hope and perseverance. For example, if faced with a personal or professional setback, a Stoic approach would involve assessing the situation calmly, identifying what you can control, and taking deliberate steps to address the issue. By maintaining hope and focusing on constructive actions, you can navigate through the challenge without succumbing to despair. By following these Stoic principles, intelligent individuals cultivate resilience, purpose, and inner peace, even in the face of adversity. They understand that while despair may arise, their responses and attitudes remain within their control. Maintaining hope and a proactive approach allows them to overcome challenges and lead a life characterized by strength and fulfillment. If you found these insights valuable and want to continue exploring the profound wisdom of Stoicism, be sure to subscribe and like this video. Join us on our journey to a more thoughtful and fulfilling life as we delve deeper into the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy.